slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play
In today's video, you're gonna see a full day of eating of a dude that's 6'2", 225 pounds, doesn't take steroids, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. I'm gonna show you my optimal style of living paired with what I'm eating throughout the day, paired with my training. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Not much has changed since you've seen me in my last video. Meals are staying the same. We got our pasture-raised Vital Farms eggs. We got our blackberries, blueberries, Greek yogurt, and then we're crushing this OJ. I'm a big vertical diet guy, so OJ's on the vertical diet, but I also am a big guy that doesn't like a ton of additives in their bottles or their food. So this is literally just orange juice. So if you guys are in the look for orange juice that's just orange juice, definitely go out and check out Natalie's. Also, just got my blood work done. That's why you see this at the house, because I'm doing it for life insurance, and legitimately took me like 20 minutes to pee because I peed right prior, not knowing I had a urine sample. So that's always fun. I drank two of these. I think this is like almost 50 ounces of water with two of them. And I was like, I can't do it. Finally did it, pulled it off, because she said I was gonna have to drive like 40 minutes away to do the urine sample. So I was like, Bruce, I sack it up, let's go. And you know we got it done. And the reason I'm so hard about being optimal and being healthy and just optimizing for the best life is because being optimal and getting better is the best. So many people make excuses, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get better. Most people want to get better, so why not implement the systems and routines into your life that make you feel good and make you level up? So that's why you see me doing the same things all the time, like eggs. Because eggs, blueberries, Dave's bagels, whatever it may be. The reason that I do these things is because it compounds over a long period of time. In isolation, it does not look like it's a big deal, but then if you look at it over a span of a year, 5 years, 10 years, it really accelerates you over a lot of people because you stay consistent when others went in this hamster wheel for a long period of time. So if someone ever knocks you for trying to be consistent, trying to be healthy, trying to be optimal, blinders on and swerve through the bullshit. Something I've been split testing with lately is literally doing these three things, utilizing lax ball, a band, and I guess you would call it a monster band or a loop that goes around your legs every single morning. I do tissue work, and then I do dynamic work. It's like, okay, I don't have the time to warm up, right? All right, while your eggs cook, these eggs are almost ready. Do certain things like this. Strengthen your rear delts. That's gonna help with anterior and posterior shoulder pain, okay? Strengthen your rear delts. Do certain things like that. Kind of get here, do overhead press, warm yourself up. Even if like you're going to sit at your desk all day, you would much rather be mobile and warmed up than being like, all right, let's get to work. And that's something that I think a lot of people kind of neglect. These puppies are cooking. Because it doesn't seem normal, right? It doesn't seem normal to do band work in your kitchen. I completely get that. But what also is not normal is literally just sitting in your desk and feeling like shit all day. So these three things are your best friend. Tissue work to said areas, glute med work. Okay. And all glute med work would be is this. Literally wrap the band around your legs and do this right here, okay? This is going to strengthen your glute med. The glute med controls the pelvis. If the pelvis anteriorly or posteriorly tilts, the QL gets pulled to end range, okay? The QL extends from the iliac crest to the 12th rib. If you have that get elongated and pulled to end range, it's going to hurt. If you bulletproof the glute meds, you will not have that problem. Stay proactive. You can also do certain things like this. Boom, boom, right in the glute med, boom, boom, right in the glute med. These things have purpose, they have meaning, they take no time, but they'll save you maybe being out of the gym for like 2 months. All right, breakfast is cooked. We got our 4 whole eggs, Dave's Big Old PB, Greek yogurt, 100 grams of blueberries, and I'm just gonna drink the rest of this orange juice out of the bottle. Probably just absolutely plastered with BPAs, but it is what it is. And my day today consists of training. I have calls all morning with future coaching clients, current coaching clients, and then I basically am going to do some mobility, do some work, do a little training in between, because I do technically have 2 sessions today, but I'm booked this morning, so gonna be doing that all morning. And then in the afternoon, we got cleans, we got clean pulls, we got a bunch of different accessory pieces, which I'm excited to take you apart, take you along with. But main goal right now, film this YouTube video. I have 15 minutes to eat, scarf this down, and hop on calls. Almost forgot, we are making supplements before we hop on calls, just so it can kick in before we do our tricep work. Basically, what I'm doing right now is I am trying the 10 grams of creatine daily. So far, so good. You do go through creatine a lot quicker, but I'm open to the possibilities in trying it. I just make sure that my creatinine levels are in check, because I have had elevated creatinine levels in the past. Now, is that from higher creatine? Potentially, but it could also just be from overtraining and just having, maybe being like genetically predisposed to higher creatinine levels. But I am split testing with 10 grams a day, because I have been taking 5 grams for like 8 years, so why not take the 10 grams? I literally just cleaned out this blender bottle. I'm usually pretty good with it, but sometimes you leave the protein from the previous day or 2 days before in a little too long. Man, it's a surprise. That, I'm sure we've all been there, but holy crap, like, I don't know what happens with protein powder, but it absolutely rips the worst smells when you don't clean it out immediately. I know it's pretty disgusting, but it happens. So, pre-workout, creatine, electrolytes, calls. I will say one of the coolest things about my job and what I do as social media and as an online performance and training coach is the amount of people that I get to speak with all across the globe. Like, I just talked to a guy from India. I have clients from the UK. I have clients from all over the US, from all different walks of life. And it's really cool to just see like the community of people that work and trust me, that I get to deal with, that literally are just super committed to changing their lives, taking action, seeing a big goal and backing it up with action. Like, it's just cool to find people that actually get it, want to put in the work to see exceptional results. And it's just wild. Like, you get off of the call with a guy from India and it's just mind blowing. Like, I'm here in Boston, I'm just connecting with a guy in India who has a completely different style of life than me, but we're like on the same wavelength when it comes to training, performance, business, mindset, etc. So it's just really cool. And obviously I know if you're watching my content, you are kind of in that same wavelength as me. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm rambling about, but it's pretty cool to be able to work with dudes that just get after it, want to get better, and do the biggest things in life, because we only have a finite amount of time on this earth. You got to take action and make things happen. Like what I always say is, invest in yourself, bet on yourself, and win. There's a reason that I have 4 coaches in my life that I pay a lot of money to, because you can't go as far as you think by yourself. You need to check your ego at the door. You need to invest in things that matter to you, and you need to see significant change in a pretty short amount of time in order to get way above the competition. So yeah, it's just awesome working with dudes that absolutely get it and love to just get after it. So I decided to do my 400 meter repeats a little bit later instead of trying to cram them in like the 30 minutes I have right now, just so because I have to work and hop on calls. But what I gotta do right now is some tricep rehab. So about like 2 weeks ago, I was coming down from a muscle up and I felt like a pop in my tricep. I know, great. Didn't know if it was my lat or if it was my tricep, but it's pretty much all healed now. Just trying to do a little bit more rehab work to it so I can get back to dynamic bar muscle up work. But like snatches, cleans, everything doesn't hurt anymore, just because I know the plan to basically bulletproof the body once you do have issues that pop up. Like for example, I pulled my hamstring a lot. As a fast twitch athlete, things do happen like that a lot, but the way to do it is rest it for like a day, then immediately attack it with isometrics, eccentrics, concentrics, and then plyos, so you can get and then tissue work. but we want to be able to get the body back to like past performance and better. Too many people when they have injuries, they literally just wait and rest, and that's why it never recovers. The key with injuries is to attack it right away. I'm gonna show you some things I'm doing right now for my try. Also, if you guys can, like the key to having some sort of setup at your house, it's literally like, I'm fortunate enough to have gotten sent me 100-pound power blocks, but really all you need is like some bands, maybe a bench, a box, and you can get a ton of stuff done. But the key is, if you can't get a lot of stuff done, the key is if you can't get to the gym, start building out your home gym. So right now, I'm basically gonna do my tricep rehab. Basically what I'm doing is skull crushers, and then I'm going to do some dips, and then some iso work. I know it's not always super fun to do rehab work and to do things that aren't sexy, but you gotta do them if you wanna get better. All right, calls are now done, and I just got a shipment in from 10,000 company, this new company that wants to work with me, I guess. So I'm gonna check out these clothes that they've given to me. Very grateful, very thankful, appreciate it. This is the shirt, pretty cool, I like it. And then there is these shorts, which are also pretty cool, and I like it. Okay, so thank you 10,000 company, appreciate you greatly. Just got off the call, some calls, and it's funny, I was talking to a current client that's prepping for Buds, and he's prepping for Hell Week. And it's just crazy to see like the mindsets of different people in this world that are just, like I was talking about earlier, just want to be the best. And we were kind of talking about how like it's mind over matter. It literally, they're gonna try to force you to quit, they're gonna try to make you stop, and it's a microcosm for a lot of things in life. So many things are gonna pressure you to stop your goals, stop your dreams, stop so many things. You just gotta tell your mind that if you don't quit, you can't lose. And that's something that constantly I reframe to myself every single day. And understand that there's highs and lows in life. You must stay right here. The ones that win, they understand this. The ones that stay like this, stay normal because they don't understand this. So there's ebbs and flows in life. And at the end of the day, just like he was saying, you gotta have that dog in you. You gotta do what's necessary to get where you wanna go. And sometimes pain is what brings you to the greatest places in life. So always remember that. There are people that are dealing with so many more difficult things than you are, and you could be dealing with the most difficult thing in the world. But at the end of the day, this adversity and this pain and this pressure will only make you that much better later in life, okay? So stick to it. Now we're gonna make my bison and rice, go do a little bit more work, and then come back down here, make my supplements, and prep for session number 2. All right, so we just had our bison and rice, and now we are packing our 2 Go-Go Squeeze applesauces, our banana, our 2 scoops of grass-fed whey from Transparent Labs for post-workout, pre-run. Like I always say, grass-fed whey is the GOAT, especially without xanthan gums, dyes, cellulose gum, all that stuff. I used to be able to not drink protein powder. Now I can literally drink this like 15 minutes before I go on a run and not even feel it in my stomach. So get on the grass-fed whey game, find clean, healthy protein options. So there's that. Also, when I was talking about Buds earlier, that's like Navy SEAL. If you guys don't know, that's like how you get through to become a Navy SEAL. Just realized when I watched that clip back that I did not state that. And now we are taking our pre-workout for session number 2, some more creatine, another 500 milligrams of electrolytes, and then we got our carb powder. And then we are off. I got a new car too, so I'm gonna show you that as well. Today's clean session, we have cleans building up to a heavy single, then gonna do some power work and then do some pulls. Right off the jugular. $285, smoke it. Nice. 320, the goal is to make it look just as fast as 135. Come on. Pretty good. 350 for my top set for the day. Let's try to make it look like 135. Baby. Coming for that 405, baby. I don't know how close I am to the camera right now, but I'm sitting on the weights. No matter how much you don't want to go to the gym and you don't want to give intensity, always try to give the most you can if you are gonna make it to the gym, right? Like, it's such a waste of time if you just go through the motions at the gym. And that's where you see people that say, I go to the gym, I just don't get any results. Well, how's your intensity? Like for me, like I give 110% effort every single session within reason, right? I follow my percentages, but I think a lot of you don't understand how limited, like you're, oh, I'm overtrained. Like, I think a lot of people don't realize how undertrained they are. So take that into consideration. Think about intensity, think about giving it your all, and really, really think about absolutely crushing every single day so that you can see your goals. Don't half-ass it. All right, so we are back from doing zone 2, then we did interval work, did it with my fiance Liz, and obviously working on my endurance is super important. Yesterday I had a 10-round workout with 12 burpees and 300-foot shuttle runs, just accumulating volume. And obviously strength and power are my strengths and endurance is my weakness. So like a big priority for me over the last 4 months has been like endurance, which I hate, but I have to do it. I literally took like almost 3 months off of squats because I literally had to focus so much on endurance. And I kind of want to touch on a few things here today that like I was thinking about and like why you see me so passionate and enthusiastic about what I do. And it's because I've seen myself, like, it's like anything. We all start off not knowing shit, okay? And most people will either continue to know shit for the rest of their lives because they think they have it all figured out, right? They have ego. And that's not what I think a high performer does. I've always been open and curious. That's why I do all the weird shit, because I know weird stuff works, right? So for the longest time, I was like, I want to have massive success in my life. So I literally was like, okay, how am I going to get there? And it's from seeking out coaches, it's from seeking out mentors, it's from seeking out people that know more than you. And you might ask, oh, Drew, why'd you drive a '04 Navigator that was rusting out the rims and everyone told you for 6 years to stop driving it? It's because I didn't want to invest in a depreciating asset when I could invest in assets that give me more knowledge, give me more freedom, give me more time, whether that be social media coaches, business coaches, nutrition coaches, training coaches, mindset coaches, whatever it may be, because I knew what moved the needle. And what I realized is that the people that get further are the ones that don't do what normal people do, okay? Everyone stays here because they do what normal people do. The ones that go like this are the ones that step outside their comfort zone and do things that are different. And of course, the ones that step outside of their comfort zone and do things that are different are the ones that are looked upon as weird and different, but that's good. That's where I try to spread my message as much as possible to understand that being weird and different is good, because you are going to see so much success long term if you do that. So I'm rambling a little bit here, but at the end of the day, if you want to get to great places, it's going to take time, but you have to have an undeniable belief in yourself and delusion in yourself that you're going to make it happen. And how does that happen? Not focusing on the past, not hyper-fixating on the future that it causes you to have paralysis by analysis. You follow a winning system, you read, you learn, you seek out growth, and you just execute every single day. You stack small wins and execute every single day. And that's how you build a life worth living. And I'm still in that process. I've seen some success. I don't even like to deem it that, but I've seen some success. And I want so much more. And it all comes from staying in the day, executing, doing what's necessary. You are all capable of doing everything you want in this life. And I'm not even saying that's a cliche. You determine you determine your thoughts and you determine your actions. So it all comes down to you. Do you got that dog in you? Are you willing to do it or not? So that's my little rant. And now gonna whip up some tacos for dinner, shower. Got another call at 8 and 8:45. And yeah, this is probably a long ass video, but I'll keep you on along the journey. I'm not sure. All right, so it's now 9:15. Just got off a call with a future client now and a current client. Done with calls for the day. Now we're gonna program for my guys, do a little work, do some mobility, probably wrap up around like 10:15, 10:30. That's kind of been my life lately. Just work until like 10:15, 10:30 in a season of just working and grinding, which obviously I would love doing what I do. But I think a lot of people need to realize that like success is on, but what I think a lot of people need to realize is success is on the other side of the hard work you're avoiding. So a lot of times, I kind of thought this too, like, oh, there's a quick fix to get wealth or to do this or that. It's like, nah, it's just hard work, volume, and getting better at a skill. So that should make you feel good because you can control the outcome. Hard work always wins. And of course you hire people, you add systems, you develop, but still when you start to scale, it becomes a little bit different. But at the end of the day, hard work has always got to be established in your blood. So always sipping on my water too. I've had probably over a gallon today because I had 60 ounces this morning, but water makes me feel good. Alright boys, it is currently 10:35, like I said, wrapped up my work for the day, and it's actually better than last night. I had my late night meal at 11, got it in no matter what, and then I basically housed it down like by 11:05, and then I was sleeping by 12:05. I try to give like an hour before I go to sleep, just so it doesn't mess up my sleep too much. But with that being said, I legit love this meal, right? Kind of pissed, don't have peanut butter, so I'm just eating the bagel plain. I tried to put some butter on it, didn't work out very well. So bagel with nothing. Then I have my Olipop, an apple, and a Siggy's yogurt. So I look forward to this. It's kind of like my treat at the end of the night before I wind down for a few minutes and just chill. So try to, once you finish your work for the day or school, whatever it may be, try to find wind down routines so you can get into deeper REM and deep sleep. And just like, it's good for your mental health to not work like an absolute, like obviously hard work's important, but like you need to find time to chill, decompress, because if you don't, you will have burnout. It is good to chill. And now is my time to kind of chill for 20, 30 minutes and yeah, wind down for the night. So, like always, boys, I really do appreciate everything you do. You guys mean the absolute world to me. Gonna try to post more. Gonna just try to make it work. And there's a bug flying around. But love all of you. You guys are the best. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.